And they corrected me. He said, no, you married the person that you love. So it's essentially the same. I said, you know, man, the problem with that statement is that it makes the assumption that I love them. But...
We got Dave Chappelle, get a dog. Want some love? Get a dog. Like and subscribe, I'm out. I'm not out, I'm in, I'm saying the outro and I didn't even do the intro or the video. I'm tripping. Check out my new channel, Ask Lorenzo. I'm dropping a Patreon soon, early next year. I thank y'all for supporting me in my new channel. Y'all the realest of all time. Y'all know what time it is. Let's get this thing going. Deep in the heart of Texas, get a dog, Dave Chappelle. Let's get it. I used to have a dog. We had to give him away. He didn't die. We had to give him away. We didn't want to pay for training, I guess. My parents didn't want to pay for it.
And it hurt my feelings. I have no problem with gay people, but I fucking hate bloggers.
Bloggers.
I'm not saying it because this person was gay. They was acting like a bitch online. They was like mischaracterizing my jokes, trying to make a point off of me. But it's like, yo, I'm your ally, motherfucker. I'm not trying to stop gay people. I got better shit to do. This motherfucker was saying things to try to get gay people to beat me up. Seriously, he was like, Dave Chappelle's jokes. I don't know how he actually talks. He's making his voice up.
But he talking about gay people, but okay.
Dave Chappelle's jokes were an affront to the manhood of all gay men. What the fuck does that mean? I didn't say anything that would allude to gay men not being men. I know you men. In fact, what could be manlier than fucking another guy in the ass? It's the most gangster shit I've ever heard of in my life.
To its own.
I told you I'm not cut out for that. I'm a pussy. You know what I said?
I'm not cut out for that.
Well, I'll tell you right now what I said. And I will tell you that this was not a joke. It's a true story. And I just happened to tell it. All right, what happened was I went to a gallery party, all right? I don't know who in here has ever been rich before, but these are very nice parties. Wine and cheese and ball of conversation.
I don't know who in here has ever been rich before, but...
One of which was a very wealthy man that happened to be wearing a dress. I don't know what you call him, man. It was a tranny or a drag queen, perhaps. Whatever it was definitely a man. And this man was definitely on drugs. I don't know what kind of drugs he's on, but I knew he had too much.
Whatever it was.
It's like this. He's like, he looked sick. And all his friends were standing around him, concerned, trying to revive him. I don't know what it looked like, some kind of gay CPR. There was fanning and shit. I saw all this from a distance. Now, I should have minded my own business, but I got curious. I was like,
oh, see, you got curious. Now you want to find out what's going on.
And I went over there. All I said, excuse me, gentlemen, is he okay? And then they looked at me like I was evil. She is fine. I'm sorry, I didn't know this is what we were doing.
I didn't know that's what we were...
Here's my thing. I would support anybody's right to be whoever they feel like they are inside. I'm your ally in that. However, my question is, to what degree do I have to participate in your self-image?
That's a great question.
I have to change my whole pronoun game up for this motherfucker? That didn't make sense. Seriously. If I put on an Argyle sweater and I'm like, hey, everybody, I feel like a white guy in this sweater and I want some goddamn respect and a bank loan. That's not going to work.
That ain't going to happen, Chief.
Give a fuck how I feel. Why should I go fuck how you feel? Nigger is a pronoun.
He went dark real quick.
There's no time for philosophical debate. This was an emergency situation. I said, fine. Sorry, guys. I was just worried because she looks terrible. She just fell off the bench. Appears that her dick is popping out of her dress.
How far do you have to go?
I'm call an ambulance, champ. I'd rather not be at a party where a tranny ODs. There's too many questions to answer.
many questions I need to answer. Why you gotta put it? I don't need to even. Why they out there? I don't know.
Okay,
There's too many questions.
I had a friend from high school. Now, in high school, this guy was a thug. Right?
That was
he was a fucking dope boy. He did it all. He's a wild dude. People used to be very scared of him. And then after high school, word on the street was he'd come out the closet. I personally didn't believe it. I bring him up because last year, he calls me out of the blue like, yo, what's up, man? I got your number from so-and-so. I heard you're going to be in New York doing a show. Can I get some tickets? I was like, fuck yeah, get some tickets, man. How you been? He said, well, we'll catch up at the show, man. But, yo, I appreciate it. I'll see you soon. I said, all right, man, take care.
Come through.
I was about to hang up, and I couldn't resist. I was just like, hey, nigga, I heard you was gay. What's going on with that? And I wish I didn't ask. Because he sounded like he was dying to talk about that shit.
Oof.
And he had a long story about it. And it's not that I didn't care, but I was, I don't like talking on the phone. I was watching TV at the same time. So I just wasn't really paying attention like I should. But I was trying to sound supportive. I didn't really know what to say. So I just like mumbling shit throughout this conversation. I just be like, nigga, you gay, man. You just gay.
It is what it is.
This went on for a while, and then finally I had to say something like definitive to get him off the phone. And I was like, hey, man, you know what? Don't let people get you down, all right? And the next time someone tries to make you feel bad about yourself, just remember, everybody fucks funny to somebody.
I mean...
He didn't like that shit.
He didn't...
He's like, what the fuck does that mean? I said, huh? He said, you saying I fuck funny, motherfucker? I said, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying everybody's different. He said, you ain't say different, nigga. You said funny. What's so fucking funny about the way I fuck? And I said, hey, man, I fuck feet. He said, what?
I'm a feet fucker?
No, this is not a joke, ladies and gentlemen. I get women to squeeze their feet together like this, and I fuck them right in that little space in their feet. But you can't build a community behind that shit. There's no flag for us.
That's too much information, bro.
That shit made him laugh.
Oh, but that was funny.
Next day, after the show, I saw him backstage. He was like, yo, what's up, man? I'm like, oh, shit, what's going on? And he had his buddy with him. He goes, Dave, I want you to meet Manuel. Manuel's my fiance. We're in New York getting married because it's legal here. I said, well, gracias. And he went to go get some drinks. And then my buddy looked at me. He was like, so, Dave, what do you think?
All right.
And I started mumbling again. You're gay, nigga. You're just gay.
What do you say to that?
I said, yeah, I'm a little nervous about getting married, man. It's a big step. I said, yeah, it is. It's a big step. He said, well, you've been married for a while. You got any advice for us? No, I'm married to a woman. Sorry about that.
It's two different things, huh?
And he corrected me. He said, no, you married the person that you love. So it's essentially the same. I said, man, the problem with that statement is that it makes the assumption that I love her. But you guys lighten the fuck up. Of course I love my wife. She laughs at this shit. As a matter of fact, she eats and spends this shit.
Y'all need to loosen up a little bit.
I told him, I said, you know what you should do, man? First of all, you shouldn't do it. I'm talking about being legally married. It's not that you're gay as much as just legal marriage is a fucking diabolical leverage game in the United States.
It is.
I'm just being honest. Devoid of religious significance or the idea of love, marriage is nothing but an awful contract that you shouldn't sign.
Nutshell. It is. That's all it is. There's a contract with the government between you.
Because you start out loving each other, and then like 2 years later, you're just building a case against one another.
Pretty much.
For a hypothetical court date that may or may not ever happen. You throw being gay on top of that, that shit is explosive. Like I said, Ray Rice shit. Okay, right after Ray Rice went through all that shit, I was at a party and I met this kid, Michael Sams. You know Michael Sams? Very nice guy. He's the first openly gay NFL player. And Mike's a very nice guy, a very brave guy. But when I met him, I couldn't help but thinking, his wife up in the elevator. Is that domestic violence or is that just two niggas working shit out in the elevator? You know what I mean?
Throw some hands. Okay, we good. Hey, I guess. Try to come up past my
Anyway.
homeboys too. It worked out. It was all
I
good.
give all married men the
Let's go get some girls now. Let's go get some girls. We left.
Get a dog.
It was all good.
This dog will love you all the time, but she's not going to. It's real talk. I didn't even know about dogs, and my kids got the dog. They brought him home from the shelter, and I didn't even want him. They're like, "Can we keep him?" I said, "Nope." I said, "Where did you even get this dog?" They're like, "We got him from the shelter." I was like, "Ugh." Probably something wrong with him.
Probably.
Can't keep him. And then my kids started crying and screaming like the dog had gambling debts. "Please, Dad, if you don't let us keep him, they're gonna kill him." I was like,
Why did he grab his stomach like that?
and this dog was a menace. I hated his guts. Then one night I smoked a bunch of weed, and I was eating a sandwich, and Baba came over. Baba's the dog. He came over and was staring at me. This will make you very uncomfortable if you're just looking at you.
Especially when you're high.
I had to give him a piece of my sandwich so he'd go away, and that's how we became friends. Now, if you see me walking down the street with Baba, I ain't got no leash or nothing. He walks right next to me. If I stop, he'll stop. And if I go, he'll go. And all my friends are like, "Yo, Dave, that shit is dope. How you train Baba to do that shit?" I've never trained Baba.
He went for food, huh?
He's a messy eater. If I drop food and Baba's not around, all I gotta do is call him. "Baba!" He's a black dude's dog, so he doesn't come right away. He peeks first to see what's going on.
Right?
I gotta tap my foot so he can see the food. "Over here, little buddy." And he's like, "Thanks, Dave." And he'll come get it and run off.
Over here, little
But he
buddy.
knows all my habits. Like if he smells weed in the house, he'll be like, "Nah, this motherfucker's about to eat," and he'll just come running.
Hey, smoking do get you the munchies though, like a motherfucker. I'm telling you. It's one of the best food I ever had in my life was when I was.
Very difficult time.
But I don't smoke. You know what I'm saying? What was that on my? Oh, I got a piece of hair. What's that string? Anyways, get a dog. Don't get married. I'm not a pro marriage, obviously. It's a contract with the government. Love who you love, be with whoever you want to be with. Good luck to you. That's all I say. All I say is don't get married, because the government's gonna destroy you when it's over with. Hopefully it don't end though, right? We all have wishful thinking, right? We're positive people, right? It's a 67% chance it'll fail, but let's not worry about that. Let's worry about the good side. Y'all like and subscribe. Y'all comment below the funniest jokes y'all heard. Obviously, Dave Chappelle is one of the best, if you ask me. Which one was the funniest one to y'all? Y'all like and subscribe, I'm out. Adios, sayonara, see you later. Check out my new channel when you get a chance.
Call an ambulance, champ. I'd rather not be at a party where a tranny ODs. There's too many questions to answer.
That's too many questions I need to answer. Why you at a party? I don't need to even. Why they out there? I don't know.
Okay,
There's too many questions.
I had a friend